Okay, we're gonna try this. Hello everyone, welcome to the Monday Night CaresNet. I apologize for my little technical missteps there. It seems my microphone has decided it's going to quit working. So that is an interesting development for today. In any event, my call sign is KI5LDJ, name is Colton, and I will be your host for this evening, as always, on YouTube. Welcome. Thank you guys. And Net Control tonight. It is almost time to get started with my technical delays there. But, how are y'all doing? Thank you guys so much for being here. We already have so many people to say hi to. We got Harv, and we got Colton, we got Jason.
The time is 7 p.m. K5VVC.
We got D, we got Matt, Dana's here. Hello Dana, my ex-wife Leslie. Alright. Yes, remember to give us the thumbs up if the audio sounds okay enough. You'll have to let me know how it's doing over there. If I need to turn up the radio a little bit, I can. You're just hearing the webcam right now, so it might sound a little different. Well, let's go ahead and get started with my little rush technical difficulties. Alright, well, we heard the man. It is 7 p.m. So good evening, everyone. It's now time for the Canton Area Radio Emergency Services Monday Night Info and Trivia Net. This is KI5LDJ. First name is Colton. I'm located on the north side of Canton, about halfway between Canton and Edgewood on FM 859, and I'll be net control for this evening's CaresNet. There we go. Y'all have to let me know how it is. Let me know how the radio sounds when they start talking. CARES is the Canton Area Radio Emergency Services Radio Club. This net is held Monday evenings at 1900 hours local time, 7 p.m., here on the K5VZC repeater at 147.200 megahertz. And this net is open to all valid amateur radio license holders. We encourage you to join in and participate. Hello, welcome back, Caitlin. CARES Radio Club meets monthly on the third Wednesday of every month at 6:30 p.m. at the Van Zandt County Library. That is on FM 859 next to the Blackwell House Historic Home. All interested parties are welcome to attend. The purpose of this net is to build amateur radio use throughout Van Zandt County by providing a venue for operators to become comfortable and proficient in speaking over the public airwaves, and so that should an emergency arise in our community, we'll be ready to help receive and transmit emergency messages. If at any time you have an emergency situation arise, you may interrupt the net at any time with a break transmission, and I will take that call immediately. Are there any emergency calls at this time? This is KI5LDJ standing by for emergency traffic. And as always, hopefully we hear nothing. But excellent. How's everyone's Mondays doing? You guys have a decent start to your week so far? Hopefully work wasn't too rough coming back. Hopefully you enjoyed your weekend. Got plenty of time to relax and all that. Alright. Nothing going on. Alrighty, thankfully I hear none. With that, I will now begin taking check-ins. When you check in, please give only your call sign slowly and phonetically. After checking in, should you also need to check out early, let me know. You will be a short time. Those wishing to join us for the Monday Night CaresNet, please come now with your call sign. Let's see who we get in here this evening.
Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Mike Bravo will also be short time.
Right.
Kilo Delta 5, Kilo Juliet Zulu.
There we go. Got a couple already.
Kilo India 5, Bravo Delta India. Kilo Foxtrot 5 Victor Alpha Victor.
Right.
Kilo Juliet 5 Hotel Tango Oscar.
Gang's all here so far. 5-9. Okay, well, I'll take that. Thank you, Harv. Pardon me. As long as y'all can hear it, we'll take it. That was a nice little run there. Anyone jumping in last minute? Okay. All right. I hear no more check-ins at this time. That was a good little run. Thank you guys so much for checking in and being here. Let me run through the list of call signs that I have so far. Net would like to recognize Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Mike Bravo, Kilo Delta 5, Kilo Juliet Zulu, Kilo India 5, Bravo Delta India, Kilo Foxtrot 5, Victor Alpha Victor, as well as Kilo Juliet 5, Hotel Tango Oscar. Are there any others wishing to check in? If you'd like to join us from the Monday Night CaresNet, please come now with your call sign.
W2NOW, a little late.
Well, better late than never. Made it in. And plenty of time, too. Got you in there. If anyone else is going to join Mr. David. Doesn't sound like it. Alright, sounds like that's going to be that for that run. We did pick up one more station at Mr. W2NOW. Welcome, welcome. And better late than never, as I was saying. You're always welcome, sir, at any time. Alright, well, I think that's going to slow it down for right now. Let's go ahead and get official check-ins for everyone. I know we have one short time, so we'll go ahead and get them out of here. First one to check in is going to be Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Mike Bravo. Do you want to say hi before you run off? Sounds like he's run off. Alright, sounds like he has already gone ahead and left. No problem. Well, let's scoot on down to number 2 on the list. That's going to be Kilo Delta 5, Kilo Juliet Zulu. Your check-in, please. A field day station this year. We will see what engagement's like.
This is Randy, 4 miles south of Canton off of 198. Glad to see the live stream up and running and so many folks checked in. Regular crowd. That's good. KD5, KJZ, back to you, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with everyone on the internet saying hello too, we have 11 people here, including myself, so that's pretty fantastic. Alright, Mr. Randy, thank you so much. Yes, I have to agree. I do love seeing these numbers just steadily grow higher. Everyone, thank you guys so much for joining us online and on the air. Alright, next to check in will be Kilo India 5, Bravo Delta India.
KSI BDI, this is Kevin, 5 miles north of Canton. I'm sorry, north of I-20 off of Highway 19. If somebody has the call sign, or not call sign, frequency and stuff for Primrose, please let me know. Thank you.
Alright. Alrighty, I think we can probably work that out for you. Thank you so much, Mr. Kevin, for checking in. And we got 2 people here that may know that. I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say, do we have anyone that has that information on hand or off the top of their head right quick before we move on? Bring me your call sign.
KJZ.
You were one of the 2 that I had in mind. I don't know how you knew. It's like you read my mind. But really, thank you and Mr. Cody for y'all's work getting that put in. Go ahead, Mr. Randy. KD5 KJZ.
Yes, sir. That repeater is 444975 plus 5 megahertz. and 136.5. And I'll go ahead and say right now, we know the transmit audio is really low, so if you don't hear someone respond back to you, it's probably because they didn't hear you, so that's something else we got to work on. Coverage is decent. We're still doing testing. K85, KJZ, back to you, sir.
All right, well, fantastic. Thank you so much for the info. I was thinking about throwing that in as my traffic for the evening, but I couldn't pull up all the email quick enough, or all the messaging and stuff like that. So thank you. Yeah, we did get a machine put in Primrose. I'll go back over that info a little bit later, I guess, once get everyone checked in, and I'll go over it in the traffic. Thank you, Randy. I really appreciate it. Looks like up next we have the other man himself. We have Kilo Foxtrot 5 Victor Alpha Victor KF5 VAV. Your check-in, please.
Good, Matt. This is Cody. I'm a few miles out on the east end of Bellwether. I do not have any traffic. Just want to say hey. Looking forward to the night. Thanks for running it. KF5 VAV.
All right. Hey, thank you so much, Mr. Cody, for coming in and saying hi, and being willing to host a bunch of radio equipment over there at your at that location. I'd imagine it's always great to have more radios around, but that can be a lot to take care of. So thank you so much for letting us throw that up there. Alrighty. Next up, we have Kilo Juliet 5 Hotel Tango Oscar KJ5 HTO.
Good evening, everyone. This is KJ5HTO. Name is Matt. Location just a couple miles east of Canton here at I-20 and 1255, and I have no traffic at this time. Back to net.
Alright. As always, got you in. Alright, fantastic. Hey, thank you so much for being here, Mr. Matt. Coming in, saying hi, online and on the air. Love to have it. Got you in with no traffic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Last but not least on my list here, I have Whiskey 2 November Oscar Whiskey W2NOW.
Hi, this is David. I'm in Canton, east of Canton, about 12 miles in van. I have no traffic.
Alright, and there is David with no traffic. Sounding great tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you back. Let's see here. Alright, I guess before we move on, let me throw it out one more time. Make sure we're not missing anyone. Is there anyone else that wants to join the Monday Night CaresNet before we get into it here? It'll be my last call for check-ins. So anyone else out there with the call sign, please come now for check-in. I lost my check-ins. What did I do? There we go. Got them all. But yeah, for field day, we historically have not always had great attendance. It's a lot to try and set up that mobile rig. Really great practice, but I think those that were facilitating most of it grew tired of doing it by themselves, unfortunately. Alright, I hear no more check-ins. Once again, this is KI5LDJ Net Control Station for the Monday Night Cares Info and Trivia Net. Let's get into the info portion of that. As we alluded to earlier, Mr. KD5KJZ and KF5VAV did some work over the weekend on Sunday to install the Primrose repeater. So we are making very verifiable steps to getting that southeast end of the county covered. We have a machine up in the air, and although it sounds like the output is a bit weak, it does have great coverage. So once again, for anyone in the south side of the county, we will be taking any and all testing that you can offer us, all the reports. So that frequency is going to be 444.975. 444.975. Got a standard positive 5 megahertz offset, and as we like to do, a 136.5 PL tone. So thank you guys so much for all your hard work getting that going. We did get a nice picture of Randy on a tower. Yeah, thanks, Harv. As a little bonus amount of info there, we currently do not have the link working. So it's not linked into the system. And as such, you won't really be able to check into it on this net or anything like that for now. That is, of course, on our priority list of things to get done. The link between Kaufman and Wills Point, machine run now, has also been inoperable, or inoperative, which is the proper one there. Since we installed the new machine over there, we don't have anything controlling the link as of right now since we got that new machine. So right now, all of our machines are separate. But for once, I think this is the most we've had in the air at one time. So very great progress, and thank you once again to the guys for getting that put up. Alright, with that boring stuff out of the way, let's get something a little more fun in here. I'm betting that Mr. Kevin has a bad dad joke for us this evening, as he always tends to do, carrying us with those bad dad jokes every Monday. So, I'll pass it off to you, Mr. KI5BDI. Do you have anything for us tonight?
KI5BDI. I sure do. Why do hamburgers go to the gym? Why do hamburgers go to the gym? That's spelled with a G and a Y, not a J and an I. Anybody know? Holler back.
Why do hamburgers go to the gym? I don't know. Why? Why?
K5, KJZ.
They're hamstrings.
Alright, Randy.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So they can slim down to a quarter pounder. I don't know. K5,
beef up.
KJZ. That's all I got.
I like that. I like that.
Well, a good one, but not the right answer. Anybody else?
Beef up. Hamstrings. Got some clever gals out there tonight.
QNOW.
Sounds
All
like
right,
David's
David.
gonna take a shot at it.
Don't have the answer, but I know it's got to do with buns.
That could be it.
Actually, you're correct. They go to the gym to get better buns.
There you
Half a
go.
point for that one?
We gotta give him a half a point for that one. I'll put him on
I'll
my
give you a whole
points
point.
list.
Close enough for me.
There you go. That was pretty good. I knew you were onto something. You said it. I was with you. It's gotta have something to do with buns. When you said it, it all made sense. We also had answers online of to work out their hamstrings, their hamburgers, and to beef up. I thought those were both pretty good. But yeah, we'll definitely give David a good point there. I love it. Alright, KI5LDJ with the Monday Night Cares info and trivia net, and how about some of that trivia? Let's go ahead and do this. So, you guys I think know the way that this has been working recently. I will read out a trivia question, and game show style, the first one to give me their call sign will get the first guess. We're going to guess until someone gets it correct. So, we'll see how you guys do, a little bit of competition. Now, for tonight's theme, we had no idea what to do. I never think about these things until right when I get home on Mondays. I don't know why I always do it to myself. But I asked the XYL, and she randomly came up with the idea of flowers. Of course, it is spring, and as you know, we'll be getting lots of blooming flowers here soon. So, that's what we're going for. Okay, let me get this first one going. Oh, almost. Alrighty, y'all. I had to prepare my first question on the web here, get it all typed in. So, let's get this thing started. For our first flower-related trivia question for this evening, we'll start it off a little bit easy, maybe a little bit of a race. Question number 1. Associated with Texas roadsides in spring, what flower is planted in masses by the Texas Department of Transportation?
K5 KGZ.
Alright. We got Randy with the quick draw. KD5KJZ, what's your answer?
Bluebonnets.
There we go.
KJZ.
And they all say bluebonnets. Alright, look at that. The answer is, of course, bluebonnets. Looks like everyone else online agrees as well. This is a little bit of an easy one, but I wanted to see who was going to be fast on their PTT there. Good job, Mr. Andy. And then all of you guys got it right online. I gotta enter all of your points here. Yes, I know we all have them on our mantle in our family homes for sure. Alrighty, let's see here. Question number 2. This one is kind of related to Texas, but a little bit adjacent. You'll get that in a second. Question number 2 is, what thorny flowering plant is recognized as the state flower of Texas' neighbor, New Mexico, but also blooms in Texas? Repeating. What thorny flowering plant is recognized as the state flower of Texas' neighbor, New Mexico, but also blooms in Texas? That's right, Harv, yeah.
Yeah, 5 BDI.
We got 2 for prickly pear. Alright, the first one on the draw was Mr. Kevin, KI5BDI.
I'm going to go with cactus.
We have cactus. Alright, we have a guess of cactus. That is not the answer we're actually looking for. Maybe closely related. So let's see here. I'll repeat the question, we'll throw it out one more time. What thorny flowering plant is recognized as the state flower of Texas's neighbor, New Mexico, but also blooms in Texas? Give you a hint. No one online's got it right just yet. What do you guys think?
K5 KGZ.
Like we have Mr. Randy. Alright, looks like Randy is going to be the next one to guess. So, KD5KJZ, what do you have?
Well, I had an uncle that had a nursery, and when he was attending tech and learning about all these plants, he said the ornamental mesquite tree was very important. I've never seen one that I liked at all. K5 KJZ.
We have a rose, a thistle, not quite. You guys were, I think, probably closer with prickly pear, but not quite there. Alright, an ornamental mesquite tree. Well, I can definitely say mesquite is big all around for Texas, that's for sure. But I am not looking for a mesquite tree. That is actually not the answer that I'm given here. And I have double checked this one, it does check out. So I'll give it one more guess. Would anyone else like to throw up one more guess before I reveal the answer here? Saguaro. Another good guess. Some of those things get huge. You've never seen one in real life. They are impressive. Alright, I hear no more guesses. And this was an interesting one. I got you guys stumped. We had some guesses online of prickly pear, rose, thistle, and saguaro. We also had the ornamental mesquite tree. We had cactus, and no one has actually gotten it right. So I bet you're really scratching your head wondering what it could be. And I wonder how many of you are going to feel like you missed it whenever I say it. The answer that I'm giving here, the state flower of New Mexico, I guess it's part of the plant. State flower of New Mexico, also blooms in Texas. It is going to be the yucca flower. Yucca? Yucca? How do you say that? But the yucca flower. It's the ones that always are just so spiky, really long, sharp leaves. It's not a cactus. It's a shrub. It just grows really long blades of leaves. Yucca. I'm getting advice of yucca. So there we go. Yucca. Yucca. There we go. Those things hurt. If you've ever walked into one, you know. Definitely equally as fierce as the humble cactus. Yucca. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that. Alright, let's see here. What's another one that we can give these folks? What's gonna be good for you guys? Alright, this one is going to be a little tricky as well. And then we'll end it up with a slightly easier one. So we'll see how this goes. The next question for our flower-related trivia for this evening. What flower, named for its unique shape, is also called the Indian blanket in Texas? What flower, named for its unique shape, is also called the Indian blanket in Texas?
W2NOW.
A fire wheel. All right, W2NOW. What do you think?
I'm guessing Indian paintbrush.
Indian paintbrush. Alright, we have a guess of Indian paintbrush. My lady has one of those artistically tattooed on her arm. That is actually not the answer we are looking for, though. Not an Indian paintbrush. Let me see. I'll repeat the question. I guess it seems like the third didn't get a repeat, so sorry on the last one, but I'll repeat this and let someone else take a guess here. What flower, named for its unique shape, is also called the Indian blanket in Texas? Fire wheel. We have two for fire wheel. Alright, I'm not hearing any more guesses, and I have to say, we did have two get it right online. First one to get it right, though, was my ex-YL, of course, who has the Indian paintbrush tattooed on her. She knows a thing or two about Texas flowers. The answer is the Gaillardia, or fire wheel. Gaillardia, or fire wheel. And, oh, there we go. We had another one joining into the fire wheel train online. But there you go. Fire wheel, or Indian blanket. Or technically called the Gaillardia, I think. I'm pronouncing that right.
Can I check in?
Can you check in? No. Absolutely. We will always take someone late than never. Go ahead with your check-in.
Roger, this is K9 Echo Zulu Alpha, checking in. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to do a check-out as well. I just happened to come inside after helping my wife plant some fruit trees. So I'm in the middle of this. So just check in and say hi, and sorry I'm going to miss it.
I think that was him. Well, I think we did kind of lose you there at the end. If you are still able to hear us, though, no problem. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hello, Rob. I got you in the log there, short time, and yeah, thanks for coming in just to say hi. You have yourself a great evening, and y'all stay safe for the rest of your week. Had to find my pack of them. Couldn't remember how to spell it. Oh, okay. So you've been getting ready for springtime. I see. Alright, once again, this is KI5LDJ Net Control Station for the Monday Night Cares, Info, and Trivia Net. We're going to throw out one more flower-related trivia question. Springtime in Texas. This one might be a little bit more easy. We'll see. We'll see if anyone knows it. This next question, and our final question for the evening. Which tall flowering plant found in Texas? Sorry, let me pronounce that again. Which tall flowering plant found in Texas prairies produces seeds commonly harvested for oil? Which tall flowering plant found in Texas prairies produces seeds commonly harvested for oil?
85 KJZ.
We have sunflowers. Sunflowers. All right. Go ahead, Mr. KD5KJZ. Sunflowers, sunflowers.
I'm pretty sure it's the one that our late daughter liked so much. The sunflower. KD5 KJZ.
Look at that. Everyone's in agreement. Absolutely, sir. The answer is, of course, the sunflower. Fantastic. So glad that we got that one in there. That is that's always a good happy flower. If you can make it a happy flower. No, it's a good one. Good memory there. It's a beautiful flower. Yeah, and everyone online agrees too. Lots of sunflower emojis. But thank you so much for that answer there. We got you, and I think you might be the leader with that one. Yeah, lots of good guesses tonight. Thanks for trying out the very random theme for tonight's trivia, everyone. All right, there we go. Well, that'll do it. We are just after the half hour here. It is 7:33 local, so let's go ahead and wind this thing down and get you guys out of here for the evening and on to the rest of your week. So let me go back through a list of call signs, as we usually do, and we'll call on each operator to make any final comments they may have and say goodnight to the group. We'll run back through it here. From the top of my list, that's going to be Mr. Randy, KD5KJZ. Learned a few things. Yeah. Not surprised that the lady picked a theme that she would.
Appreciate you running the net and the live stream. Really good at that, and it seems to be drawing a good crowd. Glad to see that. Hope everybody has a good week and stay safe. Looks like we got some possible storms later in the week, so keep your eyes on the sky, and we'll try to stay safe. KD5 KJZ.
Always make you smile when you see them. They are beautiful. I bet they do. All right, absolutely. Thank you so much for your kind words, Mr. Randy. I really appreciate it. And yeah, everyone here makes it possible. As I always say, I'd just be here talking to myself if you guys didn't show up. So thanks for making those numbers and that participation what it is. You guys have a great week, Mr. Randy. And yes, as you said, we are expecting some storms. We'll see how severe they get, but it's gonna start raining in the middle of the week, kind of heading into the weekend. So I'll be prepared for that, and keep yourselves safe. In any event, have a good one, Mr. Randy. 7-3s, and we will holler at you later. Let's see, we have Evan next. KI5BDI, your checkout. Peace out, friends and neighbors. All right, we'll see you, Dana.
Yeah,
Thank you.
BDI. Thanks for running the net. Good trivia questions. Things we don't think about much. Y'all have a good week. KI5BDI back to net control.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin. Appreciate you being here. Always supplying, supporting the group with the bad dad joke. Love it. And so I thought the same thing, but I think it's probably just the fact that most of us in the group are men. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, because my wife certainly knew a lot of these. Maybe self-serving because she picked the topic. But then we actually had Caitlin, who was getting ready to actually plant some of the fire wheels that we asked about. She's got a pack of them. So maybe we don't think about them enough. I guess our airheads are way too full of radio nonsense. But alright, thank you, Kevin. We appreciate you being here, sir. You have a great rest of your week. Let's see. Next up, we have Mr. Cody. KF5VAV. I know it, yeah. You have thought about it quite a lot. That's why you're so good at it.
Thanks for having that, Colton. Really appreciate you. Sounding great as ever. Yep, I'm happy to say that my wife is a trivia expert and
She
helps
is.
me in the background quite often. I always try to give her credit where it's due. But anyway, yep, she knows more about the flowers than I do, that's for certain. But I do enjoy watching them.
There you go.
Good, baby, I'll be clear. Have a great evening.
Fantastic, Mr. Cody. Couldn't agree more. That's why we call them better halves, after all. Don't know where we'd be without them, but we certainly wouldn't know as much about flowers. I can tell you that. You have a great night, sir. We appreciate you being here, and yeah, you're sounding great over there as well. Nice, strong signal, so the repeater's doing its job. Thank you so much, sir. You guys have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next time. Let's see here. Next up is Mr. Matt, KJ5HTO. He gets towers, you get flowers. I like
All right,
that.
thank you, Colton, for everything that you do online and hosting the net. Great questions tonight. Learned a few things, so that's always good. Hey, you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll get that out here in just a minute, and talk to you on the radio here. 73s, everyone. KJ5HTO, back to net.
Alright, hey, thank you so much, Matt, once again for stopping in and saying hello in our chat, stopping in and saying hello on the air. Always love it, and hope you guys have a good one as well. I haven't been doing great with my words either, so no hard feelings. But we will look forward to seeing you next week, sir. 7-3s, and you and your family stay safe. Let's see, I think next up I have... it's our last but not least. Certainly not. We have David, W2NOW.
Thanks, Colton. Great net. Great to have everybody on, and enjoy the rest of your week. And thanks again, all. Take care.
Alright, thank you so much, David. We greatly appreciate you being here. Always great to hear you coming all the way from that end of the county. Sounding great. I think the repeater is definitely doing its job. I know you had trouble whenever we were borrowing the other one, so love it. You guys have a great week over there, you and your family, and we will look forward to hearing from you next Monday. Last one on my list was Rob. He's already checked out, so that's going to do it, guys. That is us for the evening. It looks like I had a good amount of correct answers here. Maybe 6, 7. So, fantastic. You guys did it. Maybe we'll have to ask about flowers more often. Well, in any event, thank you everyone who checked in, including myself and the internet. We have 12 of you saying hi, so that's really fantastic. Thank you guys for making this thing what it is, and that's going to be it for us. So we're going to go ahead and say goodnight and close down the CaresNet. It is 7:39, and we are now returning the repeater to normal amateur radio traffic. 7-3s, y'all. KI5 LDJ, we're clear. There we go. Yes, as Dee said, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell, right? Because if you if you haven't yet, I don't know what you're doing. I had my parents ask me, and they're like, "Why haven't I seen the net recently?" And I said, "It's because you're not subscribed." They also didn't know we moved to YouTube. Kind of my fault, but if you're not subscribed, definitely make sure you're subscribed and turn on your notifications, and your phone will just tell you when we go live. You'll never miss it. Don't have to set an alarm on your phone. It's great. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We already got a like from Matt. I appreciate it. Good night, Ms. D, KD5QFC, and good night to there's Randy. Randy's saying hello, and that Caitlin should get licensed too. I agree. I've also been every now and again I just remind Maxwell, hey, you could get your license. We gotta bug them about it every now and again, right? Or they wouldn't be as annoyed with us as they should be. But in any event, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys at the same time in the same place next week. So until then, 7-3s. Bye everyone.